So all I'm saying is this. If you have helpful information for someone who's unemployed and looking for work, if you can share skills to help teach someone, because a lot of people don't have, you know, the know-how or the knowledge or the education sometimes. Because even when you get work, come on, let's be real. Would a job allow you to afford the cost of living no matter where you are? Does minimum wage pay rent, food, utilities, housing needs, hygiene needs? If you have children, their needs, clothes. Let's be real. No. So even when you start working, you got to hope you get a job that will allow you to be able to afford to at least pay your bills. Even if you're broke, at least your bills are paid. You start having that type of mentality. Some jobs don't offer, you know, retirement funds. And let's be real, sometimes you don't make enough money to save anything. People can easily tell you, oh, just save $5 or $10. Well, let me ask you this. I don't have a car. Okay? My children have gotten sick. Pain crisis. If you've seen it, 2 a.m. Now, where I got friends that supposed to be there, you know, call me whenever you need me, they don't want to get up out their bed at 2 a.m. to take me to the hospital. So the money I've saved, let's say, is $50. Guess who got to use it for a cab? Because at 2 a.m. buses don't run. What's your answer for me? You know, it's not easy. It's very difficult, and people don't know your story. People, you know, again, I will be very fair. It is people who love being on this system. It is people who don't want anything more for their lives. But don't assume that it's everybody, and just because you get some type of state help, you are living the life of luxury, or you're not supposed to want things of some substance because you had getting assistance. You know, if I already am feeling bad because I don't have certain things, you want me to feel worse? Would that make you feel better if I didn't have, you know, a car? If I didn't have, like, I personally, certain things that I don't care for, like, to me, I'm not into purses and red bottom shoes. I'm not into that stuff. My kids aren't into that stuff. I didn't raise them that way. You know what I mean? There's certain things that holds no value to me. You know what I mean? So that I can't personally relate to because that doesn't apply to me. But I do know how it feels for people to make me feel bad because I'm looking for work and I have sick children and I take care of my kids with disability and it doesn't even pay all my bills. I'm not ashamed to share my life with you. Do you understand? You know, again, I want to paint. You know, I have to sacrifice. Okay, I haven't bought a canvas in I don't know how long because it's either canvas or bills. So I can't paint. It's things that I sacrifice. I'm trying to. You see my work. You see what I do. You know my struggle. And I just feel for people who may be in a position like me, who keep seeing people who just assume that you're living this life of greatness or that you're not supposed to have certain things if you get help from the state. You're not supposed to. Or you know, again, I'm not going to get my hair done, and even though, I mean, I would like to, but I'm not going to, like, I don't neglect my children and my household to take the little bit of money I do get to go buy lavish things that doesn't make sense, especially when that's just not right. But I'm not saying that there are people who do. I'm not one of them. So if you happen to know people personally, someone personally who does that, maybe you need to talk to them. Maybe you need to voice your opinion on what they're doing with their life and how you view it and how you know, what you feel about it. But if you don't know anyone personally, as far as what their personal struggle is, just because they're not in the same tax bracket as you, I really think you need to realize that at any moment, I have friends who work for the government who thought they were good, lost their job because their section closed, or they're not having that, you know, there anymore, or, you know what I mean? It was unexpected. And since then have not worked in a government job since, and still been trying to work odds and ends jobs, and, you know, a restaurant, a grocery store, a retail store. When they took that civil service test and they got in that, and they was good. You don't want to experience this. You don't want to experience what it feels like to have no help, no family, on your own, completely trying to get out of this hole that people assume they're so lavish for you. When I can go, the food that I get, my refrigerator is full for like 2.5 weeks. The rest of the month, on to the next month, yeah, it's a struggle. But my kids still smiling. My kids still loving me, and I'm still loving them. And then don't nobody have to know what I'm going through. Don't nobody have to know that my little $300 don't last me and my kids the whole entire month, while they putting pictures on Facebook of people who get food stamps and don't work and they refrigerator full. Where? That's never happened for me. Do you know the car? I don't even have a car to get here. I don't have a car to get to a grocery store that their food is cheaper. You get more food when the food costs less. I'm not in that position at this moment. But I tell you one thing, I'm working on it, and I'm gonna continue working on it and continue this fight. So I appreciate your time and listening. I'm excused for ranting. I'm just really emotional about this. I really want people to know, and for people to help, and for people not to hurt, and for people to stop assuming that just because, you know what I mean? And if it bothers you that bad, quit your job and get on food stamps and stuff so you can stop complaining about what you think people doing that's on food stamps. I swear. Okay. But just so you know, do me a favor. Won't you go and tell all your friends to go buy my book? Matter of fact, you don't have to buy, don't even buy a hard copy. Download the digital. $10. Download it. Tell all your friends you know an artist, you want original artwork, look me up. So therefore, you can start saying that you're helping somebody who is trying, you know, who's in a situation, who is trying to fight going through these hardships. I moved 3,000 miles away to better a life for me and my children. And I will continue to do that.